This brings me to the issue of the digital identity card. As you know, we will have a citizen card and a resident card so that everyone who is in Guyana has to have one of these electronic ID card that is key for security management, management of work permits, management of service delivery, financial tracking, and for security purposes also. This card will also be interlinked with our healthcare system so that basic health records can be easily accessible. The program will complete the following objectives: provide every citizen with a secure, tamper-proof digital identity card, enable trusted digital verification for government and private sector services, replace paper-based identity process with digital solution, a Guyana unique identification number, a single lifelong identity number for every citizen, EID card, smart card with biometric, and PKI enabled security features as a public key infrastructure, which is the PKI, ensures secure authentication and digital signatures. As you know, this is where the world is going. If we are to be competitive and if we are to be relevant, this is where we have to go. I'm very pleased to say that.
Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makar Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopefully elect that pushes the truth in the four corners of the highways and byways. I want to say Shalom. Now, this is Brother Bardania, back with a quick lesson. The question is either this digital ID card is conspiracy theory or is it prophecy? All right. Not saying this is the mark of the beast. This is a gradual step. It's the next step in moving towards the mark of the beast, the system, the one world order, the one communication order, whereby everything is on the one, And so, not saying that the digital ID card is the mark of the beast. It's just another step closer to the mark of the beast. So if you can receive a card, receive a card. However, when the next step approaches, which will be the charagma, the mark of the system, which is the chip that I have to insert into your body, no, we're not taking that. Alright? So, without further ado, let's go into this video and bring out a few precepts concerning it. So this is Revelation 13 and verse 9. It says, if any man Salakia 13 and 16, actually verse 15, Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And there's a time coming. So in terms of this digital ID card, no, I don't think they'll be killing you if you accept it. However, the time coming that they're going to put this chip in you, they're going to want to put the chip in you and make it mandated, just like how they're making this ID card mandated, that you got to comply with the rules and the laws of the government, and you can't be basically off the grid. They just want control over everything. So that's why they're going to want to kill you, for the RFID chip. It's saying, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Alright? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the image of the beast, or the number of his name. Alright? So, this digital ID card, this digital ID card is just one step closer to the mark of the beast. Right? And people looking at it as though, it's just an ID card, it's just a fancy card, the country upgrading. But the bigger picture, they're not seeing. And the bigger picture is leading to the RFID chip. So let me continue on the video.
At the process is ready to deliver these cards to citizens. For a matter of fact, the forest card has been successfully delivered to the president. So we are,
So right there, he says, the first card, he get it, using our leaders, so he is putting himself up to be the example that, hey, this is okay, your head take it, so everybody else gotta get it. You understand? The same thing they can do when the RFID chip comes. He's the first one, whosoever is in power can be the first one to receive it. And then it's gonna trickle down to the rest of us. Alright? So let me get this I hope this thing disappear. However, let me get this word gradualism, alright? Gradualism. A gradual method of action, 1832, in abolitionist literature as a disparaging term, opposed to immediatism, from gradual plus ism, right? Related gradualistic, and this is what they are doing, gradually implementing the mark of the beast, the system. You understand? In terms of whereby they could track you, they could know your every move, and these things. Because one of the another article mentioned that we cannot move without our ID cards. All right, you can't go anywhere without this card. And the next step from there is saying, you know what, this is it could last, and these things, people gonna start hacking it, using your ID to do a lot of stuff. And they're gonna say, you know what, the best option is to take a chip. The way it's in you can't forget it home, you can't do nothing, right? And also without this digital ID card, whether you're in the private sector or you're working with the government, right, you can't do nothing without it, right? You can't carry your normal ID card that you have now, right, to a bank or anything. You have to be in the system with your digital ID and what's not. You understand? So let me go back right
Government.
president. So we are now moving towards, in the next 2 weeks, to have all systems ready and to have a national scale implementation, the establishment of regional offices, so that we can accelerate the distribution of this card, which is
So
a
you
residency
see,
card.
everything is being updated in such a way that no sector, no business, no main business, banks, housing, you understand, places like that, you can't do nothing, you can't go anywhere without it, because the system that they're going to put in place, all the paper documents and these things would be irrelevant, would be of no use.
Citizen card. Of course, we must again emphasize the need of public awareness, public education.
And there's the thing, the public are not fully aware of where this digital ID card is heading to. You understand? Right? It is heading straight to the mark of the beast.
This initiative, because we want to ensure that the population is aware and there's a strategy where people would ensure that they get to these cards. Now, this brings me to the issue of the digital identity card. As you know, we will have a citizen card and a resident card, so that everyone who is in Guyana has to have one of these electronic ID card that is key for security management, management of work permits, management of service delivery, financial tracking, and for security purposes also. This card will also be interlinked with our healthcare system, so that basic health records can be easily accessible. The program will complete the following objectives: provide every citizen with a secure, tamper-proof digital identity card, enable trusted digital verification for government and private sector services, replace paper-based identity process with digital solution, Guyana unique identification number, a single lifelong identity number for every citizen, EID card, smart card with biometric, and PKI enabled security features. That's a public key infrastructure, which is the PKI, ensures secure authentication and digital signatures. As you know, this is where the world is going. If we are to be competitive and if we are to be relevant, this is where we have to go. I'm very pleased to
Exactly. If you're to be relevant in the system, alright, or in the world, okay. Scriptures say in 1 second. Let me get this scripture, Baba Kusha. Come on. Okay, this is Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Alright? So this is trickling down from the head, which is Babylon, going down to America. Right? These places are fully digital. You understand? And in order for Guyana or any small country to get any pact or confederacy with them, they have to go in the direction of which America is. Right? Going back to the mark of the beast system, the one world order system. So this president, he going and lead his people into destruction, slowly but surely. You understand? And he being the leader, he had to take the first one. He had to take the first care, just like how we take the first chip. You understand? So they're following the system and the cultures of America, committing the fornications, in order for them to get the benefits from these countries. Alright, in order for them to get the benefits of the countries, because America and Guyana are tight, they're good. You understand? In order for them to get the benefits, they gotta do as they do, or as they say. Alright?
and if we are to be relevant, this is where we have to go. I'm very pleased to say that the process is ready to deliver these cards to citizens. For a matter of fact, the first card has been successfully delivered to the president. So we are now moving towards, in the next 2 weeks, to have all systems ready and to have a national scale implementation, the establishment of regional offices, so that we can accelerate the distribution of this card, which is a residency card, a citizen card. Of course, we must again emphasize the need of public awareness, public education in this initiative.
You see, this is another
because we
thing.
want to
how they're playing it off. They're playing it off so well, so good. You know, it's just for this. They're saying it's not gonna track you. It's not gonna go into your personal information. But the government already get your personal information, right? But the main, so we are trying to say, you get me. You if you put in me tin number, or in America they get what is call this number. Anyways, beside the point, Guyanese get a tin number, right? You put in your tin number in any place, they don't want your license, they don't any everything actually you could use it for. All your records would show up. You understand? Whether you go to jail, whether you whatnot. However, the main purpose is to chip everyone so that they could get full control of everything. This is why they're going digital. This is why gold prices gone up, right? Because everything going digital.
Ensure that the population is aware and there's a strategy where people would ensure that they get to these cards.
So what's the strategy to
Now,
ensure that people get a digital ID?
this
What's the
brings me
strategy?
to
Not putting everything digital, not using no paper, fiat currency. Soon they can put your bank card and everything on that digital ID card, on your chip. Not your digital ID card, but on your chip. Because we're moving forward, as he said. So gradually, this way this is leading to the RFID chip. And I'm going to read it back again. This is Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let them hear. And then jump to verse 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. And when you go into the word mark, you're going to charagma, going into a prick, an incision. This is what's talking about the chip. In their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Just like this ID card, you can't do nothing else without it. You don't get no job, you're not able to work, and these things, right? Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. So I want to bring that to the attention of the people, stating that hey, this ID card is leading, or it is something bigger than what it is being played off as. Alright, so with that I want to say Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who bring this truth, who bring this truth, bro, to water, to